Well, this is Dame Judi Dench. This is the cutting I took 2 years ago, and it's now, well, this one cane is about 4 foot tall. Oops, shouldn't have lifted it up like that. Penelope Lively's flowering. And I mentioned last time this piece, which is, I suppose, technically a cutting, which I just stuck in the earth a couple of months ago. And there's a bud. Not too sure what it is. And the Super Trooper. It's actually very orange. Doesn't look very orange on the screen, I think, but it is very orange. It's a bit damp. In fact, it's raining. Got some, they're called dinner plate dahlias, huge things. They were in the ground until a few years ago, but they needed staking up so much. I thought I'd rather have them in pots and keep them under control. Here's Nostalgia. There's some Ancient Mariner at the back here. Just beginning to come into, I think it's a second flush. And Sweet Honey. With lots of buds to come. Oh, and I took some cuttings, and there's about 5 Sweet Honey cuttings in this pot. And they're each, well, they're knee high now, I'd say. And marigolds, which are apparently the thing to grow near roses. And the bees like them. It's a Queen Anne. Nice colour. A bit smaller than I'd like, but I think that's the weather. We've got lots of very small blossoms, blooms, flowers, whatever. Poet's Wife. Some Gabriel Oak coming here. Discovered a mole run underneath here, so that's a problem to be taken care of. Desdemona, very small flowers this year, well this part of the year. Not looking that impressive at the moment, but Lady of Shalott doesn't disappoint, and she's now, well, the tallest part is 6 foot tall, and most of it's comfortably over 4 foot. Oh, nice courgette. Oh, the hibiscus. Used to look far more impressive when there was nothing else around it, but now the stuff around it just sort of blends in. And a different coloured hibiscus. Ancient Mariner. Well, more cuttings I took in December. Here's a Lady of Shalott. That's pretty impressive, isn't it, for 6 months or so. The climbers, they're not doing brilliantly at the moment. And this is absolutely fabulous. That's the name of it. And Golden Wedding Celebration. Much darker yellow. And we've got some rose hips there. You can see the little red rose hips. In fact, I've got hips coming on. That gap there used to be a giant ceanothus, but it was getting very untidy, so it's gone. The generous gardener, hips on that. And there's a flower. Up until the ceanothus went, I couldn't really get in here and see what was going on. I never got to appreciate the generous gardener flowers because I couldn't get near them. Oh, plums. Will we get them before the birds and the wasps? And still got some pears here. You may have noticed the pear tree there. Just covered it in netting because it was getting attacked by the birds. So we're still not getting a proper second flush yet, but some nice flowers. Just about see most of the tops of the hills in the distance.